Yay!
Happy Hanukkah.
Dude, by 2020, we're not going to be able to say that shit.
Probably not.
Okay.
We probably shouldn't say it now.
Probably shouldn't say it now, yeah. What?
Fuck yay, people.
Did you
Let's
guys
get
hear
it
about
on.
high school? They're getting rid of freshmen because it has the word man in it. It's now going to be called first-year
year.
students.
Are you fucking
I'm
serious?
dead
Yeah,
serious.
first years. First
100%. 100%.
Oh my god.
There's
Blow
another
my
one.
That'll
fucking
get you
head
going,
off.
won't it?
Blow my fucking head off. It's Christmas time and I don't give a fuck. You can just shoot me in the face now.
Yeah.
So what I was, because they won't hear the sync up. So every time we sync up this show, we go 1, 2, 3, gay.
Why
and
did we
sync
start
it up.
with? Why did we say? What was
I
it?
think
that,
you did.
That's just it's
I
just the
did
way
it?
we do things.
Oh.
We just
Yeah,
have
so
to-
then-
yeah.
So then I just jokingly said we're not going to be able to say that by 2020, but apparently you can't say fucking freshmen.
No.
Jesus, open up the show, Burns.
What's next?
It's episode 99, ladies and gentlemen. We aren't sure when episode 100 is going to be. Kyle wants to take a mid-season break, so maybe it'll be January 2nd, because we're not doing that shit on New Year's Day. So yeah, welcome to episode 99. We're going to do something special for 100, and I know I say that now, we probably won't.
Let's address the elephant in the room. Kyle,
Which one?
you said people are tweeting saying the show's going down in flames.
I said one guy said it, but that's always what stands out.
Yeah.
He said, I mean, maybe there's merit behind it. I don't know. He said,
What's the
Chase
tweet? Let's hear it.
Alexander, also known as the Gump Report, with 20 followers. So obviously people don't like him. He said the product of the show has been blah recently. Get back to your roots. Kyle as the bald crackhead, whatever the fuck that means.
What is that roots? I don't understand.
Yeah. So Burns the drug dealer. So it's like, is he just saying to keep pretending Burns is a drug dealer? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess we're supposed to make like meth comp
Yeah,
jokes or something.
he's the drug dealer, nice guy,
Yeah.
in the sports talk Colby and Dad and Bitcoin Jimmy.
Huh?
So basically, yeah. So I mean, it's no surprise that this dude has no friends. He's yeah. So yeah, he kind of looks like Keemstar. He actually looks a lot like Keemstar.
His
He's
I love his Twitter bio. He goes, "I am the Gump, and this is the report. I tweet political news, sports, and food reviews. Go O's, and the WWE is life."
Yeah, baby.
Oh, no.
WWE's life. Roman Reigns, champion. I don't know if he is.
Yeah. So actually, we should do this. We should just get more people involved on the Twitter and say shit just so I can fucking light them up and eat
Yeah,
their
dude.
asses.
Just roast them.
Well, let's peel the onion back a little bit here. How do you guys feel the show is? Do you?
I feel like
let's
it's
have
awesome.
an intervention with the four of us, and let's speak about where we're one episode away from 100.
I
let's
enjoy
talk
the
about
shit
it.
out of it. I think maybe he's just going at because it's the fucking holidays, dude. There's a reason that like Walking Dead and shows don't play during the holidays because people are doing tons of shit. Like last episode, I couldn't be there because my dad was here and I was showing him how to do some shit, hanging out with him for fucking holidays.
Yeah, it's your dad, man. Oh, by the way, we had a quick poll on who you like more, your mom or your dad. I voted your dad. Was I right?
Ooh. I think my mom loves me more.
Well, that wasn't the poll. All right, sorry.
That
keep
wasn't
going.
the poll. It was who you liked more.
Oh, who I like more.
Yeah.
I think.
No, who you would ride with if it was like one last
Ride or
stand.
die.
Yeah, and I said
Like-
probably his dad.
Like on a vehicle.
No, just
no,
ride or
like-
die. It's the end of the
like,
world.
end of the
you
world,
Get to
you only
hang
can
out
go
with
one
one
So
of them.
like if my mom and dad were together and then they divorced because somebody cheated on the other and I didn't know who did that and I had to just pick a side out of the blue,
Is that
I
what-
would pick
is that
my
what
dad.
happened?
I mean, my mom did cheat on my dad, I believe.
Oh.
Actually, it's kind of a funny story.
Let's
Well,
hear
I
it.
don't know all the details. So, sorry, moms. I love you, moms. Merry Christmas. No, my mom. So I'll start with this. So my brother, Aaron, my
getting
little
deep right
younger
now.
brother, he's my half brother. So we share the same mother, but he is also like my third cousin because my mom cheated on my dad with my dad's cousin.
Oh God. My old
Yeah.
grandpa.
Yeah, well then,
Hey,
so
wait for Burns to make his comment about Jimmy in the South real quick.
Yeah.
and then keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do we,
Jimmy,
what do we
you
got?
can
We
break
got-
this down for us and tell
But
us
it's not- I mean,
how
it's-
this family
Are
tree
you gonna be
works.
like, are you gonna be like, well, my mom is my sister and my
Yeah.
aunt at the same time.
yeah, so then my mom got $400 from her dad to abort that motherfucker, but she just couldn't go. She couldn't do it. She
An
just
abor-
didn't have the heart, you
An
know. So
abortion costs
she still got.
$400.
I believe so, especially fucking 30 years ago.
Oh, okay, that's a long time ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
that was
sure it
probably
still
a rough
costs-
type of abortion too. That was
I
probably
bet you
some
that
crazy
was
stuff.
Yeah, so she didn't go with it. But actually, I believe I was thrown up in the air, you know, as a possible abortion because I have an older brother who I believe is shit. I
He's
believe
shit.
he's 30. He's 31. So my mom. So he's actually. Let me think.
Oh, it's that
He-
whatever twins it's called.
Yeah. So he's like a year. Let me
And a
think.
month
So
older. He's
so
a year and a month older than you.
no, it'd be. So yeah. So if he was born, yeah. So he's like a year and a month. So like 3 or 4 months after she had my fucking brother, she got pregnant with me. Immediately at, you know, like she's still fucking fat and shit from being pregnant, you know, and then she took on me. And so I believe I was tossed in the air about aborting, but luckily God guided her through that and, you know,
And look at
decided
you
to
now,
keep
dude.
me. Look at me now. Aw. And now
So
I'm the
you would
fucking,
probably have to ride or die with your mom because she's literally
now
the
that you
reason you're
say
here.
it, yeah. Now, I mean, it's. I told them I was like, if I had to guess, I know he's really close with both of them, but now that you say all this, I might change my answer. You might have persuaded me that you're picking mom.
Yeah.
Not that we
So-
hope you ever have to pick either. You know what I mean?
So then, yeah, so me and my brother were always like super close because we were super close in age, and he's my brother, right? So then my dad, he lived over by me, or well, we lived with my dad, me and my brother. And then my brother was having trouble in school or whatever, and then my dad wanted to move over to Ellensburg, which is like 2 hours away. And my parents had this great fucking idea, you know, let's split up the fucking brothers, you know, at the age of, I think, like fucking 9. Like, what kind of move is that, you know? So he went and lived with my dad. I fucking stayed here with my mom. And me and Rachel were talking about it yesterday. Like, that's fucking kind of crazy. Like, if, you know, your parents, I mean, they already divorced. They divorced when I was like right after I was born, I believe, or around there. I don't remember. But yeah, that's kind of a sketchy move on both those motherfuckers. So they can both fuck off.
How's your dad feeling about his Bitcoin right now?
About it going down.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't give a shit. We're playing with fucking house money right now. I mean, he'll be upset a little bit if it goes down to like 3,000, but
Oh
Yeah,
god,
it's a
I thought we were gonna
correction,
make
but
it
let's
through
not
one
dive into
episode
this
without
shit.
talking about this shit.
let's fucking not dive into this. What I want to
Okay,
talk
my
about
bad.
is
wait, we
Brett-
got to finish talking about the show.
Oh,
Or
sorry,
our thoughts.
sorry.
Jimmy, how do you feel like it's going?
Bitcoin?
No, remember you
Oh my
asked
God,
a question.
dude.
Oh, the
You asked-
show. The show.
Yeah, we were
Well,
we were dissecting it. And
Is
then
this
Kyle
a
went
is this
family.
a
I got a
circle
little
of
off
trust? Is
traffic.
this like complete open honesty?
Well, we're gonna
Yeah.
roast the shit out of you if you don't give the opinion we're looking for.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
then I'm
hear
not
it.
going to give an opinion.
No, I have
fucking
an
say it,
opinion.
This
dude.
is a circle of trust. Circle
you
of
want
We
me to
know
go
what you're
first?
gonna say. We open the show is all about monetization. We're not making money, but I personally think we should add like different segments. Like today, I was like, well, let's fucking call some people. But hey, what's Jimmy's opinion?
Well, my opinion is I think it's tapered off, like the drive, just the whole group in general. I don't think I mean, when we first started, we were like, yeah, fuck yeah, 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 yeah. And now, I mean, we enjoy doing it. It gives us like time to talk about subjects and everything. I just think it's a different vibe, not necessarily a worse vibe, but
But that's what anything does. That's what
I'm not
anything
condoning
and
it.
everything
I'm just telling
does.
you where I feel like we're at.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I agree with what you're saying. Go ahead, Kyle.
It's
I mean, I
fucking
feel like sometimes
snowing.
Burns uses the show so he can get his homework done in the background. He doesn't hear us.
jerking off.
What are you talking about, man? I think the show's going great. In January, we're going to be bringing you guys some more advertisements. We're going to be talking a lot about men's health and hair loss.
Kyle,
And
what
right-
did Burns do the other show where we literally both tried to get his attention for like
Yes,
45
yes.
seconds?
And then I go, he's not there. And he goes, I'm here. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? It's fucking snowing right now, though.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I wish it was snowing here.
First snow of the year, baby.
It's wet as
snow.
shit, though.
I think the show has evolved and devolved altogether. I think we started out very scripted,
dude. Yes.
we segment, and then we got away from that, and now apparently people are wanting it back. So I don't know.
I don't know if it's people though. It's just this one fucking goof on here. He's literally the only bad comment I've seen in a long time. I actually got a lot of people saying, "Where's the show, man?" But I think like it's always fun like taking callers and like fucking interacting with out there people. But the thing is with these podcasts though, if you're doing 2 of them a week, like you don't want to overcomplicate things. Like I think at first we kind of like overcomplicated, like, we all do different things. So it's like, I kind of started looking like, man, this is just kind of fun just to bullshit, and kind of just wing it rather than saying like, we're going to talk about this. We're going to finger bang that. We're going to fucking fuck Bird's mom in the ass. Like,
we do have our go-to subjects. Like we always talk cryptocurrency. It's a go-to subject.
Hey, people like that. I mean, shout out to the dude who bought Bitcoin at, well, hopefully it stays good, but bought Bitcoin for $5,000 and he bought Lisk for $4.
We had a dude tweet at me and Kyle. Some other guy was like, "Where's the show? I need some advice." When the guy's like, "Just shut up and read between the lines when Kyle and Jimmy talk about crypto, and you'll know what to do, faggot."
Oh, jeez. Going off what Jimmy said, though, I think it like. And also what Kyle said, I think it evolved and devolved, but in the right way. Like now we kind of have a place, and now we can tweak it to bring in like maybe a segment where we call people or get voicemails or plan something out. But yeah, we went like, which is my classic move is we hit it so hard that even like episode 30. I mean, we were doing like 4 different segments of show between life advice, bad question, wrap ups.
That shit was kind of stressful, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like we all do different shit, so it's like, I mean, we could step it up a little bit, like I think the life advice stuff always just kind of fills it with stuff to do. But the only problem is everything was like, yeah, I fucked my sister's dad's brother, and now what do I do?
Exactly.
And all I could ever think was just kill yourself, and
And I think that's what we evolved. We realized like certain things, like let's even put ourselves on blast here, like the Discord, which seemed like a great idea.
That was a cluster.
Was a fucking shit
we
show.
literally threw gas on that and lit the match, and every one of us turned our back.
Yeah, because it was. I mean, again though, that's like you kind of have to learn like. Our audience, like, if you look at our views didn't change, even though everyone in that Discord chat was, like, pissed that we weren't giving it attention and whatnot. That was, like, a small piece of the pie when we were still getting our normal views and, like, all that. And then you just got to start thinking, like, it's not like anything we've done before where one person says it in this Discord, 10 people are like, yeah, show's stale now, F this. But that was just one small piece, and I think that kind of like derailed us a little bit to think like, man, people hate it now. But then like when we stopped doing that, we got all the messages again like, hey, where's the show? Hey, this is great. Do this. And we're like, oh, maybe people still do like it. We just kind of niched it around a weird way.
Yeah, I'd love to keep taking like life advice stuff. So you guys watching it, send us emails or even like some dude messaged me on like Instagram and said, ask that question from last time, the long dick question or dick, but, yeah, I'm still cool with it, man. But I think I think it's been a little less motivating because it was like, we're not like growing much, but I mean, all that takes is promotion, which we don't do, which I'm going to start doing on my Snapchat, getting some new listeners in.
Yeah.
Why not? Fuck
Burns, what are your thoughts? Did you already say your thoughts?
I think the show is absolutely fantastic in every way you can possibly imagine. We got a full slate of advertisers every single show. Kyle and Kobe and Jimmy always bring in the heat. And yeah.
Oh, he's vaping.
Kyle has actually...
He's vaping. All right, I'm not going to bring up Bitcoin here, Burns, but I got to tell a funny story. Yesterday, I had to go get a cashier's check to pay for my kitchen. And the bank lady, super nice, knows me, hey, how's it going? Do you have an extra minute? I'm like, yeah, sure. And most of the time when you go in there, they like either try and get you a business credit card, tell you you're approved for some loan or some BS. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, I got a couple minutes. So I go in there. And she's like, hey, I got to talk to you about something. I'm like, uh-oh. Yeah? And I was like, what's this going to be? And she's like, just want to let you know that your account has been flagged for me to talk to you because you using a website known as Coinbase. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yeah. What do you need me to do? And she's like, oh, everything's fine now. Like we're not like shutting people. She's like, smaller banks are kind of doing this and that. I just want to let you know that if you are going to do like anything, you need to come tell me or talk to us about it because it will, if you try and use your card, like it won't process anymore. I was like, oh, that's good to know. And I was like, I called Kyle right afterwards. I'm like, dude, I almost got in trouble, man, for buying Bitcoin.
Fucking savage, dude. You're fucking
dude, fuck banks and their stupid like sales nonsense that they, like what Colby was saying, trying to sell you a business credit card or another account.
Is that what you used to do? Is that what you used to do, Burns?
Yeah, we used to have goals. Remember, Wells Fargo got in trouble for like setting up fraudulent accounts to like boost their numbers for their shareholders or whatever.
Yeah,
that kind of shit happened all the time with the personal migration. So they would just like I remember one instance where this guy would come in. He would just get cash for his paycheck. Like he didn't have an account. He just had he would just get, his employer would give him a check that was drawn on our bank, so he would just get cash. Which you like knew this dude like he used to have an account, but ended up like closing it and had like a bunch of overdraft fees and all that stuff or whatever, and just closed it. And, he was the type of guy you knew was living paycheck to paycheck. Like once he cashes his check, like that money's accounted for, like it's spent. So he's not gonna be able to keep like a minimum balance that the banks require for your account without getting a fee. And like my manager basically like pushed me to like just push him to like open an account and like made him open an account.
Oh, you
and
guys,
it was like,
yeah, you had to hit sales quotas and all kinds of stupid.
Yeah, they got in big trouble for that shit, dude. Like just setting up people's fake accounts and shit. And
I go in there.
I hate banks, man.
And like the person that oversees like all like the retail sales or whatever, she ended up having to resign because of all the fraud going on, and she got like a $20 million bonus.
What?
Jesus. So I went in there, and so they at US Bank here, they know me because I go in quite a bit, and they're like, so like you want to get on this like a CD savings or some fucking bullshit. Yep. And they're like, yeah, it's a 2.5% return, yada yada yada. And they're like, you just got to keep it in there for 5 years. And so I'm like, if I put
you do the math. Right,
yeah,
kid?
because they fucking try and sell me every damn time. Like, they try and sell me a credit card every fucking time, and I tell them, I'm like, I don't do credit cards. They're like, what about if you want this? And I'm like, have you fucking looked at my account lately, bitch? Like, I don't need it, I mean, that was back in the day, just absolutely killing it. But so then she tells me, I think I had like $100,000, and so I was like, okay, so if I put this $100,000 in there after 5 years, that's gonna be, I think, like $25,000, and I'm like, I'd rather fucking be able to take and I can't touch the money, or it was like 5 or 10 years. I think it was like 10 years. And I was like, I can't touch this money for fucking, or it wasn't that. It was $5,000 after 5 years, and you can't touch the shit. And I'm like, and I was like, that seems stupid. I'm like, I'm not going to do that for 5 years. She's like, yeah, that does seem pretty low. And I'm like, yeah, so quit fucking trying to sell me that shit.
Yeah, I had a CD as well. Like, this is like, back in the day when you're just absolutely killing it on YouTube. Where I was like, I should, this is before I have like all my major investments. Like, I should start with a CD and just kind of like dip my toes into it. And like, I put like $5,000 in a CD, and like I had it for like 2 years, and it made like literally like $11.
Yeah,
like, this is
dude, imagine if you bought Bitcoin, dude.
Right? Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
In fact, this has got me stressed out.
Right. You gotta hit that vape.
That was a big one, dude.
Dude, for some reason, it's extra smoky right now.
All right,
are you actually doing that, Kyle, or are you just like making the noise?
No, we have the non-nicotine.
Yeah, it's just fucking the cool trick vapes.
Oh.
All right, let's switch topics real quick. Let's go full Fortnite for a second, because playing by yourself is so much harder than playing with.
Oh my gosh, dude! Last night I had the worst second place finish. I literally threw my controller across the room and screamed. It was like fucking the worst loss I've ever had in that game.
You actually had passion?
Yeah, I did. Like I was playing a solo game, and I think I had like 4 kills up to like the last 3 players. And it was kind of down in a valley area, so it wasn't up at the hill. The circle wasn't on the mountains or anything, so everyone was down in the valley.
Dude, we were having so much fun the other night, us 3.
Yeah, where's
so
Jimmy,
fucking
man?
fun.
Yeah, but
we were
but
playing
Jimmy,
PUBG,
Jimmy plays
Jimmy.
like 3 hours a day, every day.
No, that was
Killing it.
PUBG. We were playing PUBG.
oh yeah, we were playing PUBG. That was pretty fun.
That looks boring, man.
Anyways,
I think PUBG's way funner.
Is it?
Anyways, I get down to the last guy, and I have a base built up, and he's on the ground. He has no, I'm like looking around, like there's no other bases here. This dude's on the ground somewhere. Like I look down and see him, pop him like 4 times in the back. He has full shield, so I pop him like 4 or 5 times in the back, take his whole shield down, almost have him dead. He turns around and no scopes me in the face.
No.
Game over.
I would have threw my controller too.
Yeah, well, I played 2 games of PUBG. It was really fun. I like that it's more realistic. I don't like the whole like building shit.
They just put an update to PUBG. They put a little optimization of a patch on there to stop kind of the game crashes and the clunkiness of it, and they also reduced the recoil on the weapons, which should be good. Because
What's the average? What's the average action kills on PUBG? Isn't it pretty slow?
It's a lot slower.
It's a lot slower. Yeah, if you get caught outside the circle and you don't have a vehicle, like you might as well just fucking turn your game off. The map is like 4 times the size of Fortnite.
The other thing about Fortnite that I'm starting to not like as much, which I get it, it's part of the game, but like I'll just be running, trying to get close to the circle and like in between different cover spots, and all of a sudden a damn bush, not like a guy dressed as a bush, some guy will just be hiding in a bush and he'll shotgun blast me in the back. You're like,
Look at that.
what the hell,
You
man?
gotta check those bushes, buddy.
Yeah, well now I'm gonna start shooting every bush.
If he
You
shot
gotta
you in
go.
the
Look
back,
at
that
that
means
bush.
you
Does it
ran
got
past
hair?
the bush. So run through the bushes.
Ooh, smart. There you go. Strategy from Jimmy, guys.
Hey, look at that bush. Does it got hair?
Jimmy, do you know the greatest bush strategy is to take your is if you have bandages, is to hold your bandages and look down and they can't see you.
Can't see you
just
at
can't
all.
be seen.
Yeah.
Can't see
Other
you at
than
all.
that, though, it sucks being a bush. Like you can't aim, you can't see in front
No,
of you.
I never pick up before when I first started playing. I was like, oh yeah, I'm a bush, and now I'm like, I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
The only bush strategy I know is it just involves 2 towers and them crumbling. Wait, what?
I
Damn
like.
That was a dark meme, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude. You kind of took that to another level. I was gonna say I like girls with no bushes.
Oh, that's better. Okay, let's
Little
go back.
peach fuzzies.
Birds, cut that part out and leave Kyle's part in there.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I was watching this video yesterday. It was like, what's it called? Where they like actors are the fuck is it? Like where they're just told to do something on the spot and they act it out.
Improv.
So they're
yeah.
improving. And it's like it's on like a stage and stuff with like people watching, and just a giant fat black dude goes to he's talking to this girl and this guy with a beard, and then he's like talking to the girl at first. He's like, hey, you over there, 9/11 beard. And the dude during the improv just fucking freaked out, like threw a chair and like screams like, I know people that died in that, and just fucking walked off stage. It was pretty good. But he wasn't like an Indian dude or whatever.
That is kind of messed up, man. That's another dark, man.
What's it got to
Yeah.
do with the Indian dude?
Well, because I mean, if somebody called me like 9/11 beard, like,
Yeah.
and I would like, and I just had a beard, I'd be like, ha ha ha, But if I was like, a, like a terrorist looking guy,
So
it would be a lot more
Indian
offensive.
dudes are terrorist looking guys?
I didn't mean Indian dude. I meant fucking, what are they called? Jihadists?
Gotcha.
Burns,
Yeah.
cut that part out, too.
No, leave it all in, man. It's Christmas.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, so let's talk about Christmas a little bit. So Abel has one of those Strider bikes. He has like a bigger kid bike. And so Rachel, I'm like, what are we going to get Abel? And she's like, a new bike. I'm like, he ain't going to fucking like that shit. He already has 2 bikes. Like, that's like the complete cop out for Christmas. Like, get him a bike. Like, he doesn't fucking want another bike, man. He's not going to go ride. It's snowing right now. He's going to go ride in the damn snow. So she made the mistake of telling me to go to Walmart today to pick up the bike. Do you think I got the fucking bike?
No, you got one of those electric cars, didn't you?
Fuck no, I did not.
You got him one of the Raptor trucks.
Nope. He already has a Racer version of those.
Duh.
So think more like gaming wise.
You got him a
You got him
Xbox
a DS.
One X.
You got him a Switch.
Wait, what did Jimmy say?
Xbox One X.
No.
Oh.
We have
I'm
an
lost.
Xbox.
I guess
Colby was the
Switch.
closest. No.
Oh, you
I
got
got
him
him
a DS?
a DS.
Nice.
Because I have one that I can play with him and teach him how to play. I got him, and then we got Mario Kart and regular Mario with it. So
Did you get in trouble?
no, she actually liked the idea. She was happy so quick backstory. So our nanny, watches him and he sees these fucking commercials on TV.
Batman
and he
Puncher.
saw this thing called the Batman Puncher. He's just been blowing his load for the last 6 months over this damn Batman Puncher. Well, the nanny ended up getting it for him, and he got it this morning, and
Do you refer to her as a name, or you guys call her the nanny?
her name's Emmy.
Hey, nanny, come in here and make a sandwich.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
And so he's just been fucking this Batman Puncher thing. It's like life size.
Hey,
fucking
I even
Batman.
know everything about this thing.
Yeah,
Oh.
he tells everybody about it. He finally just got it, and he was just like the happiest kid ever. So then Rachel, right after she leaves this morning, after he opens the presents, she's just like, I feel like we're not like that. She just got him the best present ever, and he's not going to like ours. And that's why I'm like, well, we ain't going to give him a fucking bike because he's not going to give a shit about the bike.
Yeah,
I
not when he
know-
gets his Batman Puncher.
Yeah, I know that he's
You
going to
guys
like
got
this.
one upped by the nanny.
Well, no. So longevity-wise, the Batman Puncher is going to get old in 3 days.
Oh,
But the Nintendo DS,
Because you can keep
Will
getting
not.
him games and stuff, yeah, and then eventually switch him over to that Nintendo Switch. You guys
Yep.
can be gaming on that. I can
Yep.
play with you guys. We got Rocket League.
yep. So there it is. There's that.
Jimmy, what about your kid? Is he obsessed with one certain thing?
Which
Not in
one?
a bad
Yeah.
way.
What do you
The
get your
little-
kids
the
for
little-
Christmas,
Yeah, the
Jimmy?
littlest one. I imagine that you're okay. Let me make sure I say this where you know that it's a compliment. I imagine that Christmas is hard for you because I feel like you probably get your kid shit all the time. Does that make sense? Like, I bet you just get them toys and cool stuff all the time.
not all the time, but I mean,
just
it's
feel
not. It's not hard. I mean, we have fun with it. We definitely hone in on. We like 2 months or a month ago, we had them each make their list for Santa, which we're in 2017 now. So that ended up being a Google Doc that was emailed to me.
No way.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So you guys be shot. Oh, that is awesome.
yeah. So I mean, we have fun with it. We have fun with it.
Don't
So
you
your
just
kids,
like if they have something they really want, you just like don't want to disappoint them?
Oh yeah, you're backed against the wall on a lot of that stuff, which kind of ruins the whole being innovative on what you're going to get. But
So how many of your kids still believe in Santa Claus?
3 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had 3 that little. That's
What
cool.
are you going to break the truth to them, Jimmy? When are you going to stop lying to your children?
That's a good
Don't they
question.
typically
That's a
figure
very
it
good-
out
I'm gonna let
themselves?
that come naturally throughout
Yeah.
life experience. I don't do it.
I mean, you say you have one that doesn't believe. How do I'm guessing it's the oldest. How does she
School.
just school?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I remember when I found out it was at school. Some punk ass kid named Mike Wheeler.
Yeah,
I still
ruined it
remember
for you,
that,
huh?
dude. Mikey Wheeler, dude, and he got a yellow card that day. He got his card slipped over when for being freaking punk ass ruining Christmas.
Yeah, I caught so we would have like a little tree in our bedroom that would be like the first present we open. And like you can never get to sleep on Christmas when you're younger. And then I caught my stepmom putting a gift under it, and then I'm like just laying in bed like, what the fuck is going on? And then I put 2 and 2 together and I said, damn, Santa ain't real.
Isn't it
That's some-
tight? I mean, I don't really remember it as much
That's some
since
heavy
it was
shit.
so long
It
ago.
was
But
heavy, wasn't it?
remember how
Yeah.
cool it was thinking that Santa was like out there? That was so cool
It was.
Yeah, man, I miss being that young and like
and
global.
naive.
Like when we
Yeah.
did like our neighbors had like the elf. I don't think it was called Elf on a Shelf. Then they just had a fucking elf, and I swear that motherfucker was actually like I remember
had
like
that.
I
We
swear
had
that
that. We
motherfucker
had
was
that.
doing that shit like moving and all that stuff, and it was just like
Her name's
I thought
Snowflake. She moves every night, and you can't
Yeah.
touch her, or she loses her magic.
Man, that's
and that's what
that was probably the last time I felt like I believed in something cool.
We're
like that,
talking.
man.
We're talking. Snowflake goes hard though. Like the other day, she got into the flour and and the chocolate chips and the thing, and she made little mini cookies for the kids when they woke up. Yeah, we're talking. Snowflake goes hard.
yeah. Rachel does that for Abel, and it's just like
It's not Rachel. It's Snowflake.
yeah,
Snowflake.
I think ours is named Kevin.
Well, it's Kevin.
Yeah, it is
Rachel
Kevin.
has nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Because
is that just
Abel-
its name?
Huh?
Never mind.
You named
No,
your
no,
elf on the shelf
Abel.
Kevin.
Abel. Yeah,
I didn't.
No,
Was
Abel
that
did
after? Was
because-
that after Home Alone, Kevin?
No. His
No.
kid did because his kid goes, do you want to meet my best friend Kevin? And I'm like, yeah, where is he? And he was the elf.
Oh, Lord.
So I already know a present that I'm getting from Rachel.
Oh, this
I
is
don't think-
funny. Tell him the story. This is a funny story.
What
yeah,
is
this
it?
is one of the
What is
dumbest
it?
fucking things I've ever heard. But I mean,
Well,
so
let's see. Let's see if
let's
they
start
think
it.
it is.
Let's start it off like this. So we went riding 2 days ago. We went snow bike riding. It was me, my buddy Jared, this guy named Bryant, and then this guy named Brian. Well, Brian is from further away, so we don't really hang out with them unless we're riding. So me, Jared, and Bryant. Jared goes, yeah, I think I'm going to tomorrow on our way back. He goes, I think tomorrow I got to go Christmas shopping, with Lauren, and we're going to go, finish up stuff. And then Bryant goes, oh, I got to go shopping too. And then Jared goes, oh, he's like, I'll just go with you then. And then I go, well, shit, I got to go Christmas shopping too. And then they're like, we're all three to go together, and we'll ask Colby if he wants to go, So we all discussed this, and we said we're going to show up at 9:45 at Bryant's house. And then, so I get to Bryant's house at 9:45. Jared goes, shit, the nanny's going to be late. And so I'm like, oh, well, we got to go that way, so we'll just pick you up. All right. So we hop in. We go to Jared's house. We pull up, and it's just him and his wife's vehicle there at 10 o'clock. And then Brian's like, wait, Lauren said she didn't have to work today, so why do they need a nanny? And I'm like, I don't know. They always do fucking weird shit, getting nannies and stuff. And so she walks outside, and I thought she was just going to ask us something, but she didn't tell us to roll down the window. She just opened the back door, and we're like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm going with you guys. And we're like we had I had plans to go to
no, you're not.
get some drinks and shit. And we're like, what? She's like, Jared didn't tell you? And we're like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? So Jared gets in. He's on the phone with some insurance people. So we had to drive for 30 minutes without saying anything.
He
And then
wasn't
he gets
on
off
the
the-
phone. He was literally avoiding conflict with you.
Yeah,
guys.
well, no. Then he's like, he gets off the phone. He's like, I fucking told you guys. And both of us, 2 verse 1, we're like, you did not fucking tell us that. And he's like, yeah, yesterday I said I was going to go shopping with Lauren, and I said we're going to go with you. La, 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 la. And so, yeah, whatever. It actually worked out because she helped us pick out gifts and shit for Rachel, right? So after we all shopped and stuff, and we argued a lot about this, and we still saying he's a fucking liar. So we're sitting at a restaurant, and the waitress was kind of flirting with me, and I haven't been wearing my ring because I cut my finger pretty good. Because it's been a small gold one, and I've already sliced my finger 3 times on it. So I was like, oh yeah, she must be flirting with me because I'm not wearing my ring. And then Lauren immediately goes, I know what Rachel's getting for you for Christmas. And I go, oh yeah, I asked for one of those silicone rings. And she's like, oh, she already told you?
Oh no!
And I'm like, no, she didn't tell me, but now I
now I
fucking
know.
know.
Well, I told you guys about the movie pass thing, right?
I don't think so.
Same thing happened to me. Me and Ashley went to the movies 2 weekends ago, and I said, there's this thing called a movie pass that a bunch of my buddies are getting. It's $10 a month, and you can go to a movie every day for free.
Every day?
Yeah. You
What?
pay $10 a month, and you can do one
Damn.
movie a day. Yeah. It's crazy. Moviepass.com. Anyway, and she was
Sponsor?
like, oh, that's
Sponsor.
cool. She was like, that's cool. Then I said, yeah. And I started talking about it more, and she's like, well, fuck. That's what I got you. Like, why'd you tell me? She goes, because you were going to go buy it.
Oh, fuck.
It sucks because it's so close too.
Yeah.
You barely had to make it.
Yeah, but I could see that if you're acting like, hey, I'm going to go check this out.
showing
You're
a lot of
acting like you're
interest
going to
in
go. Yeah, but she was lit I mean, that's common sense.
Also, that was your wife. This was just a friend that
Yeah.
blew it for Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, if I was talking about, let's just say, I mean, unrealistic, like talking about, man, I want a new car, and then somebody goes, I know what Rachel's getting for you for Christmas. Like you fucking reminded them of that, and then all I said was yeah, I was asking for this I asked for this it's Quelo, just a silicone ring that's meant to break if you catch it on anything, because I always catch mine on shit. And then she just goes, oh, she already told you? And I'm like,
Just gave it away.
God.
How did she
reminds-
feel after? How did she feel after you were like, yeah, you just totally spoiled it?
Probably didn't even realize.
Well, so everybody, Bryant understood. I don't know if Jared really put 2 and 2 together at first, but Bryant was like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like, I'm kind of a little concerned because she was like, because I got her. So actually, I got her some Oakley sunglasses, and they're kind of a different style. And I had bought some for myself too, because that's how I fucking roll. If I'm gonna buy shit for somebody else, I even it out with buying something for myself. And so, actually, I got a discount too. So they're kind of different style. And I showed Jared and Lauren, and they both started laughing when I don't know what the fuck they were laughing at, but for some reason they were laughing. And then Lauren's like, I don't think she'll like that. So I was like all concerned about it. So last night I was like, hey, can I give you something early? So I gave her the glasses early, and she, I made her fucking actually tell me if she actually liked them, and she did. And so I don't know where I was fucking going with this. Yeah. So she said, so I told her that I got a bunch of shit for her yesterday. And she's like, well, I only got you a couple things. And so I'm just hoping that like the main fucking gift isn't this like ring, because now I already know about it, but I have to act excited. And I've already told you guys, like, I'm not good at pretending.
Oh my gosh, dude. I almost just said something on this, but I think someone listens to the podcast and that would have been terrible.
Oh.
Okay, I'll tell. Yeah. Hey, I got to talk about something else really quick. Not Christmas related, but this should get all 4 of us excited. XFL is possibly and pretty much for sure coming back. Vince McMahon sold $120 million worth of stock yesterday to invest in Access Entertainment, which is, and filed 5 trademarks for the XFL. He's bringing it back, dude, and I don't think there's a worse.
It was terrible. It was terrible the first time. It'll be terrible again.
What was it? They dropped the football in the middle of the field and everybody runs for it?
Yeah, the very start. It's like a runoff. But hell, hear me out.
Really?
Hear me out. It was terrible football because like the first the product just didn't make sense because like they couldn't get good players. But now, if they shorten it to 9-on-9, like they're suggesting that they do, the list of players that have been booted from the NFL and just can't get a shot and whatnot, and if he has more money to play them, they could put together a decent enough product if Johnny Football, RG3, Colin Kaepernick, and Justin Blackman, like all these burnouts, if they all come and agree to play, it could be something in today's kind of streaming mentality.
Yeah, and then also you can pay them more if you did like, because it's, kind of a BS league, so they can play both ways. Imagine like RG3 fucking playing quarterback and like safety. Like that'd be awesome.
And they're gonna do no challenges, no targeting penalties. I mean, if there was ever a chance to for it to work, it's right now with how people are and then I'm taking this like argument from somebody else, but they were saying like, dude, Trump, who hates the NFL and is boys with Vince McMahon, could be like, this is the real football league. And yes, that isn't the best endorsement, but it's going to get people to turn the damn game on. Think about it.
There's so many big names that aren't like actually in the NFL. Think about like fucking Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, Jimmy, you would watch. I guarantee you'd be like, damn, I'm gonna watch Johnny Football versus RG3 in the XFL in a 9-on-9 football smash mouth football game.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, the original was hot trash. It was garbage.
Oh,
it was hot garbage.
Sure.
But that's back in the day when you could actually do some shit like in the NFL and fucking just lay into people,
And
but
you got to think too, he knew he fucked it up back then. So
but also, who had the star power back then that wasn't in the league?
Nobody. They didn't have. I mean, they were getting scrubs from like accounting firms. Like Tommy Maddox was the best player, and then He Hate Me. He wasn't even the best player, but he just had a cool nickname.
Yeah, and also think about like you get like fucking Chad Johnson, like
T.O.
T.O. like all these dudes that still want to play, like fucking probably like Reggie Bush. I mean, it would have to be more something where it wasn't like, it was more like a just show up like celeb type thing rather than like.
He would have to do it like a WWE style, like it's all entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I think. If it will succeed as far as like better than the last time, if the product on football is a little bit better, but he sells it more as an entertainment. Again, I hate to keep saying like streaming and stuff, but everything's online based now. If I can just watch it like on Amazon Prime or like on Twitter and stuff, and he's not paying, because what killed them if you watched the 30 for 30, the thing that killed them was the TV contract. Like, they were paying so much money to be on before SNL and stuff. But if you can just get out there on streams and on different platforms, like, he has a way better chance. I'm still not saying, like, the product as far as football goes will ever compete with the NFL, but it's got a better chance, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but they can, like, partner with, like, YouTube or Amazon or fucking, like, Facebook, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, Facebook, I would watch it for sure, especially if you got some of those, like, big names and they're, you know.
Well, everybody's going to watch it in the
remember.
beginning to see if it burns, you know?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it doesn't have to be as, like it could be, like, even if it was just, like, I mean, think about, like Jersey Shore. Like, some of those dudes were making, like, a fucking $1 million an episode, you know?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying, like, it would get, like, the same ratings, but, I mean, if you fucking put Tim Tebow out there, you put, you know, who was the Texas quarterback, Vince Young. Put Vince Young out there. Like, just get these fucking big names. And then, I mean, you can open it up with the bang, you know, and you know, if the ratings were somewhat decent and you can actually, like, pay the dudes, like, you can do a lot with $100 million, you know.
Well, then you got to think too, like, there's so many, I hate to use the word burnouts again, but like a 6th round pick, like, for example, on Hard Knocks, the dude that played at Boise State and then left early, like Jared Nichols, whatever his name is, Nichols, and got drafted by the Bucks. The Bucks cut that guy just because they don't need 5 running backs. I don't think he's on a team. He might be playing for $6,500 is how much a practice squad player makes. If you're on the practice squad, like, every week you get $6,000. You're telling me that dude wouldn't go, like, take more money to go be the star in the
and
XFL
actually be on the field in front of people
and make more money? I mean, that's like, so Jadon Mickens, the dude that used to play at UW, there's a story that came out where he was like he was practice squad getting cut, and then now he scored 2 touchdowns last week for the Jags. It's like, there's so many players like that out there that just could play if they got the right chance, but who knows, man? It would be sick.
And then think about, like, not just, like, NFL burnouts. I mean, you got, like, popular people in college, you know, that just weren't, like, you know, a NFL prospect, you know?
Colt
like,
McCoy.
Yeah, I mean, that's still, like, an NFL burnout, but, I mean, just mainly, like, probably lots of, like, white receivers, but...
Yeah.
Well, what about, speaking of new leagues, what about LeVar Ball?
Oh, yeah.
To start
Amateur
up gonna start a pro league for NBA hopefuls who do not want to attend college.
Minimum salary $3,000, max $10,000 is what I said.
It's smart if it's done right again. I
Dude,
mean,
once again, hot garbage. Hot garbage.
Yeah, that guy's fucking
That shit's
retarded.
gonna fail.
Well, what's to stop the NBA from saying you are not eligible for the draft if you go play here?
That nothing.
think-
And he said
yeah,
that everybody that plays in it has to completely push the Big Baller brand. They have to wear all their clothes, all their shoes.
Oh, I see. I didn't hear that.
Yeah. It
The
won't work.
idea of an amateur league has been floating around for a while. It sucks that
He
that
didn't
some
say it was
company-
an amateur league.
Oh, I mean like a pre-NBA league,
Yeah. What's called the D League.
the junior league,
It's the JBL.
the G League.
Yeah.
They're putting a ton of money
this
into
is-
the G League.
This is a little off topic. Did you know humans share 50% of their DNA with bananas?
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And one more
That's-
thing really quick. Rip
crazy.
Papa John. Did you guys see he stepped
I
down?
was just
saw
fucking
that.
going to say that.
Yeah, what?
Isn't
Let's
he
talk
still-
about that.
He still owns like 30% of the company.
He does.
doesn't
He has like 9 million
Yeah.
stocks, but you have to step down from your comments when you founded this thing in a freaking broom closet 30 years ago.
How do you think that conversation in the boardroom went? Be like, yeah, we know you founded this company and you're like the CEO,
You're the face
but yeah,
of it.
The face of
board
it.
the board totally voted today to just kick you out.
Yeah.
Well, so is it stemming from his NFL comments
Yes.
when he?
100%.
Probably. It's probably just bad
100%.
PR.
Said
Well,
sales are down like 30%.
I mean, like, think about it. How dumb do you have to be to go to arguably the biggest place to advertise and who you've been in partners with and like the main pizza dude, and you're just like, yeah, it's their fault. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think's gonna happen to you then?
Nobody's safe if Papa John's not safe.
That guy's rich as fuck, though. That's for sure.
He has
Yeah,
like
he
9
is.
million shares. How much is Papa John's stock?
Let's look it up.
Let's look it up.
I have a calculator. Tell me how much it is.
Papa
He's had so much surgery on his fucking face.
John's
now,
stock
not-
is $56.
$56.
So he's worth $500 million.
It's decent.
But and
It's
you
all right.
know that. Well, you know that he's sold. So yeah, he's probably worth more than. That's how much he has, like liquid. I bet you he's worth more than that. I don't know. Actually, he probably burned. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
So who's going to be in all their commercials now?
Peyton Manning. Who knows? Jimmy's taking over.
Philip
Yeah.
DeFranco's actually launching his own coin. DeFranco.
No,
Dad,
no,
can
no,
you
no,
not-
no,
Jimmy,
he's
can you
not.
not
He's
tell?
not.
Is
Can
that
you
just
not
a
tell when
joke?
someone? Can you not tell when someone's being sarcastic, Jimmy?
Yeah, I actually saw. What was funny is I typed in Bitcoin Cash, and I was watching a video, and it was actually Philip DeFranco's video about like
Oh, okay.
insider trading.
I didn't
and he
watch
was-
it. I just saw it really quickly on Twitter. Yes, I can fucking tell sarcasm, Burns. I do 2 podcasts a week with you.
Oh, cunt.
burnt,
Wow.
Oh.
burnt up like Papa John's.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the CEO, starting something from the ground up?
Yeah, his
working
official
for it
white
forever, and just
paper
being
for the
like,
coin is "We gonna be rich." Fuck yeah, vroom vroom. We should start
Yeah.
a dude comedy coin.
No, I've talked about that, and make
Should.
it make the letters of it LOL.
No, it should just be douche coin.
Douche coin.
Coin.
So, me and Colby really haven't been doing like much on our store, drunklastweek.com. But then we kind of, I had a new phone, so I didn't have the Shopify app, so I didn't get any like notifications. But then I fucking looked at it, just the other day, and I'm like, what is going on? Apparently we got this hat that says, make Caitlin Bruce again. It must be in some fucking search result, but like we're getting, like some dude ordered fucking like 10 in one order.
Wow.
Like he's just like it's just we have no clue where it's coming from, but it's just this hat that fucking says "Make Caitlin Bruce again."
Speaking
probably,
of shirts, I got
it's
a shirt
probably-
for Jimmy.
Well, I was just gonna say that it's probably in some search, and people are getting them for like white elephant parties or some shit.
Yeah, well, the dude was just because they're all made to order, so the dude was just laying into us, and I don't know how the fuck he found it. He found my personal email and was like, "This is bullshit. I fucking ordered this fast shipping." I'm like, dude, they got to make it first, dog.
Anyways, Colby.
I made a shirt for me, Jimmy, and hey, what the heck, and Kyle. Jimmy,
Kyle
I'm gonna-
Burns,
I'm
you
gonna-
don't get one.
I'm sending it to you right now. This will be live when you guys hear this episode. I'll make it live. I'll
How
put it on
come
the
Burns
Twitter.
doesn't get one after all?
You'll see it when you see it. He
I'll
won't
understand.
want it.
Oh, it's probably crypto. Hell yeah, Bitcoin chance.
I'll send you one, Jimmy.
Bitcoin's,
How come I can't change the
Bitcoin's
color?
on a fire sale right now. If anybody's interested.
You can't change the color because I just tested. This is just the test one.
Oh, Colby, you can
Oh.
also move your Bitcoin Cash now. The lock is off.
I did it yesterday. Thanks for the.
I saw
heads
you
up,
tweeted
too.
Coinbase, "Hey fuckers" or something.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I was actually talking to Kyle. And I'm like, I hate to be that dude who gets on Twitter and just rants to some big company who will never respond. But I'm about to go at Coinbase because I've already lost like $400 from them not letting me sell it.
Yeah.
And then they finally let me sell it.
Redbox is trying to get into the on-demand area because they know their shit's not.
Dying.
Nobody's gonna rent DVDs soon. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about that for a second. Redbox has to be because now on my cable box, the movies are so cheap and they come out before they go to Redbox.
Yeah, dude.
Like, there's a movie that just came out in the theaters, and I was looking at like movies to watch. The Tom Cruise one, where he's like the pilot.
yeah.
I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch that. $5.99 to rent it. Yeah, I mean it's still kind of expensive, but I got it. It's because it came out to Redbox for another month.
You don't have to get in your car, go get it, and then take it back. It's
And
worth
also,
it,
if I was to go
$5.99.
see it in the theater, it's what, $10?
Well, theater's going to cost you more than that because you're obviously not going to go in and not eat some popcorn or a drink or something too.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got to get
Yeah.
that popcorn.
I kind of wish that Blockbuster would come back just for like a week.
Dude, I wish they would come
That
back
would be
full
sick.
throttle, get everybody to go retro again. I would go
I just-
rent.
I love
just
going
want
to
some-
and
Yes.
walking through there,
Right?
and seeing movies. and
Yes.
Do
cover
you ever
art.
remember? Do you ever remember where like a new release would come out and you'd be like, "We got to get there right now, or it's gonna
Yeah.
be sold out."
Yeah. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
call and
dude.
reserve it. Or when there was an
Yeah.
actual
Jerry
job.
Maguire.
There was a job of a rewind boy or girl. You could be the rewind girl, and you just
Yep.
sat there all day and rewind VHS tapes.
Remember you had to do that
Kind,
shit by
please
hand?
rewind.
I wish there was just some like guy who was unlimitedly rich and just decided, you know what, we're bringing Blockbuster back. Fuck your streaming bullshit. We're doing this.
Do you remember when they had like rent 2 get 4 free?
Yes,
and you'd walk out of
that's what
there
I'm about
with a
to say.
stack.
That's what the video. That was like the worst video game deal because you'd get 3 video games, but you'd like put the first one in and love it, and then my mom would be like, "All right, it's time to take the games back." It's like, damn it, I didn't play the other 2 again.
Yeah, we're spoiled.
I just had a good
man.
funny idea. So Kyle went and
Me?
got. Yeah,
Oh.
he's like, I got to get PUBG a disc because I don't want my codes.
That's so funny.
What if Blockbuster came back, right? They made a bunch of like, so you go and you get like the movie and everything, but then you go home and it's all Blockbuster like on demand. So you have like a download code when you get home to watch your movie, but you go to the Blockbuster and get the disc and whatnot. So you feel like you're in a movie store just to get a download code on demand.
Jimmy, you got to hear this. You got to hear this story about PUBG with Kyle. So Kyle likes to
Have the disc.
have a physical copy.
Because I got
because-
banned on my account, and it's all connected to your fucking account when you get these digital
Yep,
downloads.
understandable. So we're like, you should download PUBG. He's like, oh man, I gotta get a disc. So Kyle
He
goes out
drives
and
15 minutes.
he buys the physical copy, and there's no disc in there. It's just
He
a
gets
code.
home and it's the
No, I
code.
didn't even fucking I didn't actually buy it. I went in there and I'm like, he gave it to me because I saw it in the case and he gave it to me. I'm like, why is it so fucking flimsy? He's like, oh, it's just the code in there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I actually hadn't put it back, and then I just went and downloaded it.
Oh, we thought you came all the
we-
way home and opened it, and we're like, what the hell?
Yeah, no.
Still funny,
While I was
still
there,
funny.
I asked him. I'm like, then I explained the story to him. I'm like, you know that if this code right here, if for some reason that my account gets banned, I can no longer play this fucking game. And then I looked him in his eye and I was like, does that sound like a good fucking plan? I said, no. They need to make a solid disc of this, or I ain't buying it, you bitch. And I walked away, but then I bought it when I got home.
We actually did pretty good our first game. Kyle got like 4 or 5 kills. You
Oh,
almost
I was
won.
Mac Daddying, dude.
Yeah, you were putting people down.
Nice.
Except I got my fucking car stuck on a log that I couldn't get off. It was a sweet ass buggy, and I'm just chilling, blah, 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 you know, hitting jumps and shit.
Fortnite.
You played this morning? I thought you had some shit you couldn't go until 10.
I couldn't. I was getting content for my channel.
Cool.
I have a secret route that I'm putting out on my channel today.
No, man, we go over where where Greasy Grove is.
Yep.
We go and there's like a house on the top of the mountain. We go in the houses behind the mountain. We'll have one guy go to the shed at the bottom left of the mountain. One guy go to the house on top of the mountain, and then 2 guys go to the 2 houses at the bottom of the mountain. We won like 5 times in a row doing that.
This is like an 8-step route. Like literally, you could get 12 chests in a matter of 2 minutes with my route.
Whoa,
Yeah, buddy.
Jimbo.
Damn, Daddy, I love it when I'm hearing this.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with the white
Fucking make me want to come.
All right, dudes, I gotta go. I got a Christmas party.
All right,
to go
good
to.
show, Jack. Good show, guys. We almost made it.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I wasn't
Merry
recording.
Christmas.
Hey,
What?
I'm kidding.
one, we got to title it, Jimmy, before
Oh,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Two, when are we recording again for people? We're coming back after the new year for episode
Well,
100.
Kyle said take the whole week off. I feel like we should at least do one if anybody's around.
Should we do it on let's do it on Thursday. Thursday episode. Is that the 27th? If it is, I'm fucked and I can't
Let's do
it.
Wednesday. It's right in the center of the week, and we could just.
Well, I can't, for sure can't do that.
What about Friday?
Next Friday is Hawaii. Next Friday is Hawaii.
People are going to listen to it on, people are going to listen to it on, they're fucking doing shit.
I say we.
But then
I'm
the
with Kyle.
Why don't we
following
just keep it
Monday
posted
is
on the
New
Twitter?
Year's. Yeah, follow the Twitter for updates.
Because here's the thing, we don't want to do a half-ass ass hat episode for episode 100. That would just be the biggest. Actually, that's probably what we would do. So it wouldn't
Yeah,
really.
that's typically us. Did you guys feel like this was fresh? This show was popping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
possible.
enjoyed it. But what
Just
the fuck?
title the show Happy Hanukkah.
No,
Dude, my vape leaked on my keyboard. What the fuck?
No, Jimmy, title it Merry Kwanzaa.
no.
No, Christmas is a scam.
No, we didn't talk
let's-
about Christmas being a scam.
Oh.
We talked about Christmas is ruined for Kyle, so we could say Christmas is ruined.
We could just say we're sorry. We could title it "We're
No.
Sorry."
No, Christmas is ruined.
That's okay.
Well, no, keep
No, I
going,
don't
Jimmy.
care.
Don't
I just-
get
we
passive
didn't-
here. We need you.
Just put God is fake, just like Santa.
Oh.
Do that.
I think it should be something more directed around the show because we talked a lot about the past of the show, the future of the show, the mindset of
We're
the show.
listening. We listened. North
I like
Korea.
the God is fake, just like Santa. That's my vote. You
I
guys
like
can do whatever
it.
the fuck you want. All right, hey, we'll figure it
old
out.
dude comedy or new dude comedy? Question mark.
That seems so fucking boring. I would never click that in my life.
Okay.
I get a shit. That's my dilemma right here, right now. So
I
I'm gonna
also
go
have to
ahead and
poop.
I'm gonna go ahead and render this
Kyle's
about
Christmas.
episode-
Kyle's Christmas was ruined. Fine.
out. No, don't even don't put my name in it. Just put
Yeah,
Christmas.
Christmas is ruined. All
All
right.
right,
Christmas
Christmas.
is
What do I
ruined.
put for a
I like
thumbnail?
God's fake, just like Santa,
No,
but that's
what do I
me.
put for a
God's
thumbnail?
fake, just
Put
like
a
Santa.
Put a drunk Santa Claus.
No. Do the kid like the kid raging when he gets the wrong present. Do that, where he's like, no.
I like
Christmas
drunk
is
Santa
ruined.
better.
I like the
Fine.
rage.
Bye.
Do them both.
Put titties on there. Fuck it.